So what we're going to cover awareness, in particular awareness of our environment, the kinds of places that we go, the kinds of things that we see and do. We're going to consider ourselves as well, what goes on inside us when we are in a conflictual or potentially conflictual situation. And we're going to consider other people's actions. What do they do? What are they feeling? What are they thinking? What are their methods of operation? How do criminals or the violent behave? We're going to cover things like distancing, creating effective distance between us and other people. We're going to look at different types of behaviour and how this impacts on conflictual situations, how we can smooth and calm situations or how we can inflame them. And we're going to look at boundary setting, drawing a line in the sand and saying you cannot come any further than this. And we're going to learn some simple tools, in particular the use of voice, a much neglected thing in effective self-protection.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Nigel, back off. Back off. Back off. That's close enough. Back off. Back off. Back off. Come on, man. Back off. Back off.
Here we have one last bit left to do, which is the physical aspect, and goes on or progresses on from the non-physical in a very clear sequential way, which is if he's come out and he's asked me for my asked me for the time, I said I'm sorry, it's 2 o'clock, whatever it is, and then he says, well, it's a really nice watch, can I have a look at it? I said, well, what is it you want? And then he tells me that he wants my watch, and I say, back off. I've given him an ultimatum. I've told him to leave. I told him I don't want any trouble. I've shown him the universal sign for passivity or not wanting any fighting. Told him I don't want any trouble. Now he makes a choice. He either leaves and that's the end of it, as we did there, or he presses that point further. What I've done in terms of body language and voice and so on hasn't been sufficient. Maybe because I've just not been convincing enough. Or maybe because he just feels that he's a bigger shark in the sea than me. He's done this so many times that I don't impress him. Or he's desperate, just has to do it. I have to have that watch for whatever reason. Or because he's a seasoned campaigner and he's going to change his tack and get it via violence. So now we go to the next step, which is what do I do if he then makes this a physical problem for me after I've given him these options to leave? And if it becomes a physical problem, then I become physically back. And I'm going to hit him, and I'm going to keep on hitting him until the job's done.